Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd. We got Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks. First one has been released, and we got Carl Anthony Towns rebounds, which is weird. 11.5 down to 9.5. I'm completely fading this Taco due to the fact of bad matchup. Orlando's a top 3 on not holding opponents' rebounds. So I'm going to fade the first taco. You can take it. I suggest you guys pair it with your favorite Gabi. But personally, I'm going to fade it just like I did yesterday with Anthony Davis discount. That ended up only getting 12 points out of the 22 that he needed. So I'm going to avoid this taco. I don't know why it's a rebounds prop, but I'm going to completely fade it. It's up to you. But if you do take it out with the Gabi and get your double up. Recap of yesterday, it was an awesome day. That NFL video smacked, all props hit, good bankroll building day. We also hit on multiple slips, including some big slips on underdog and pick six if you follow me on my Discord. But let's get started on today's slate. We got 11 games on the slate for today. So I'm going to avoid the taco just for the fact that I don't want to deal with it and deal with that sweat. But we have 11 NBA games. We got about 3 or 4 games that are really important. 2 of them are undefeated teams heading into that cup game. But let's get started. And I'm just going to keep it simple. I already posted almost 10 slips on my Discord, including 3 last night. But for this one, I'm going to keep it to the studs. And first one I'm going to go with is Giannis. And Giannis is probably going to be one of my anchors today. I'm going to be taking his PRA. You can take his fantasy score, his points, PRA, everything you can take of it. I'm going to be taking his PRA at 49. We do have that push equity. You can take his fantasy score, but I think the Bucks are going to come out and do their thing against the Pistons. They're both undefeated in the cup game, so I'm going to have Giannis as my anchor. Second one I like is Sabonis. And for him, I'm going to be taking also his PRA. Most of these guys, I'll be taking the PRA. But you can take their fantasy score or points. But for Sabonis, I do like his PRA. We got also push equity, which I believe is at 37. Next up I like is Luka. This is a great matchup for him. I also have his PRA at 45.5. Not sure if his fantasy score is posted, but you can also take that. His fantasy score is probably another option to take once it gets posted. But for this one, I'll be taking his PRA. Next one is Damian Lillard. He is at 36.5. He's been green the past 10 games. He's gotten 8 over of 10. Given the importance of the game, I think him and Giannis are going to feed the team. So it's a good problem to separate these two on separate lists, but Damian Lillard is probably one of my guys too that I'm going to put on separate lists. Next one is Wembayama. I really like this spot a lot for him, 39.5. This is going to get bumped to 40.5, so get it right now at 39.5. Fantasy score is not bad. He does have blocks and steal potential. Right now he's at 4.5. I'm surprised I have this line up. But once his fantasy score gets posted, take that if the PRA does get bumped. But I do like Wemby in this matchup. Another one has been a wagon for us, and that is Scotty Barnes. Every time I've taken him since he came back, he's cash for me. His line is a little bit too high. Usually his line is at 36.5, 37.5. It's all the way to 38.5. So I might pivot to his points and rebounds, or you can just take his rebounds, which is at even 8. But his points and rebounds is probably the best option to go, unless his fantasy score gets posted, which, there it is, it's at 47. So 47 is a little bit too high. It should be at 46. Last time I took it was at 45.5. It's all the way up to 47. So Scotty Barnes is a little bit inflated, so you might want to wait for him closer to game time to take his props. I think they're going to be bumped up or down. Most likely down given the inflated lines. But Scotty Barnes is a good option. Another one I like who has been a wagon, and that is Isaiah Hartenstein. Definitely taking his PRA on the list. I think I got him on underdog at 25.5. There is a promo boost over there. I believe it's 50%. Remember, shop around. You got underdog, parlay play, sleeper, chalkboard, and then DraftKings pick 6 along with other ones. Also, there's also Wanna Parlay, which I partner up. It's a good one where you can actually go against your peers or get against other gamblers, where it's not solely just focused on the books. But these are the 6 that I like. You can break them down. If you do a 6-man, I suggest you take all the studs from each team. This is a good example right here. Giannis, Sabonis, Luka, Lillard. You can put Lillard on a separate list. Wembayama, Hartenstein. Another one I like is Barnes. That's Harrison Barnes. I know last game he didn't have a good game. He still cashed his PRA by 1. I expect him to have a better game in this one against Phoenix. So this is a good one. I think this is going to get bumped to 17.5. I personally took his points and assists, which was at an even 11. Not sure if they bumped it. They actually took it off the board. I took his points and assists, which was at even 11. They did take it off. You can get that on points alone. But that's another good option if you need another one. We have an 11-game slate, so keep in mind that. Don't focus reliably on the toggles because the toggles are not guaranteed. I do not like this toggle, but if you take it, pair it with your favorite Gabi. I think the second one will be an NHL toggle. I got to see what it is first before I take it. But with the 11-game slate, I'm going to go with the best options out there. I'm not going to let Price Picks steer me to what. I wasn't even looking at Karl Anthony Towns in the first place against Orlando rebounds. Given it's a tackle, just gonna completely faded on my part. But other than that, mix and match. Got plenty of options to choose from. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support, and see you guys in the next one.